Today we are diving deep into one of the most transformative books out there, Mastery by Robert Greene. Do you ever wonder how some people seem to reach extraordinary levels of achievement in their lives, while others struggle to keep up? Is it pure talent or destiny? Or is there something more? Well, according to Robert Greene, the answer is much more complex and empowering. In this video, we'll explore the key ideas behind mastery, guided by historical examples, practical insights, and actionable steps that anyone, yes, anyone, can take to achieve greatness. So, whether you're just getting started in your career, or you're already on your journey towards mastery, stick around because this video's for you. Most people think that the exceptional achievements of great masters like Leonardo Da Vinci or Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart are the result of their natural-born talent, or simply being gifted with extraordinary genius from birth. It feels like they were just born to be great, right? But guess what? Greene argues this belief is a myth. Sure, these masters displayed remarkable talent, but not in a way that was fundamentally unattainable for others. The real secret to their greatness wasn't their talent, but rather a much longer path that anyone can take. Let's dig a bit deeper into this. A study has shown that while many young children show early signs of talent, surprisingly few of them go on to achieve remarkable success. Conversely, some of the world's most celebrated minds started out pretty ordinary. One fantastic example is Sir Charles Darwin, the father of evolution. When Darwin was a child, he was considered average, just a regular boy. On the other hand, his cousin, Sir Francis Galton, was recognized as a prodigy with a higher IQ, seemingly destined for genius. Fast forward to today, whose name do we remember? Exactly, Darwin's. Mastery isn't sealed by birthright. It's about the steps you take, the choices you make, and the persistence you show. Every great master throughout history, including Darwin, Edison, or Einstein, followed a similar set of steps. They discovered their field, went through an apprenticeship, developed a creative and open mind, and then, step by step, achieved mastery. So, whether you're a maverick genius or just a regular person trying to make sense of the world, mastery isn't reserved for the elite. It's available to anyone willing to follow in the footsteps of all those great masters who came before us. Alright, so what exactly are these steps? Stay with me, because in the next chapter, we'll learn how to discover our own unique path. Each of us has an inner calling, something deep inside that pulls us towards a particular field, a discipline, or a vocation that we are destined to master. Now, you might be thinking, I'm not sure I have something like that. But trust me, you do. And recognizing it is crucial in your journey towards mastery. Have you ever had that sense, that gut feeling, that a particular field just makes you feel like this is it, like you're in the right place? If yes, that's your inner calling. It's like a quiet nudge, guiding you toward the kind of work that's tailor-made for you. And here's the thing, you need to trust that feeling. We often get so pressured to blend in, to do what everyone else does, that we suppress this unique signal. But guess what? It's precisely this uniqueness, this one-of-a-kind combination of experiences, thoughts, and feelings that will make you the master of your chosen field. Think about greats like Leonardo Da Vinci. His moment of clarity came when he felt an irresistible urge to sketch animals in the forest. He didn't know it at the time, but this was his inner calling guiding him. Throughout history, many other geniuses have had similar experiences. Leonardo's sketches were just the beginning of a lifelong passion for exploring and understanding the world around him. For you, it might be an intense fascination with technology, a deep love for performing, or a relentless curiosity about how things work. So rather than using your energy trying to fit in with the crowd, listen closely to that inner voice. Understand that you're unique, and that uniqueness is your greatest strength. Once you embrace this, you'll be on your way to finding your true calling in life, the very first step in your journey toward mastery. But finding your calling is just the beginning. What comes next? Let's dive into the importance of learning, and why your initial goal should be to gain knowledge rather than make money or seek fame. Alright, so you've found your calling. Now what? Here's where many people make a misstep. They start chasing immediate success or the highest paying job. Robert Greene warns us not to fall into this trap. Victory in the long run isn't about getting instant gratification. It's about learning as much as you can. Picture this. You're fresh out of school, eager to dive into your chosen field. While everyone else is gravitating towards jobs with big paychecks or flashy titles, what should you do? Seek an opportunity that allows you to learn. Yes, even if the pay is low, even if the title is unimpressive, the knowledge you'll gain will be worth far more. Take the inspiring example of professional boxer Freddie Roach. Rather than taking a well-paying job, Roach chose to work in a boxing center for free. Why? Because he knew that the skills he'd gained from being in that environment were worth far more than a paycheck. Fast forward to today, and Roach is considered one of the best boxing trainers of his time. So how about Charles Darwin? At a time when Darwin was expected to become a doctor or a clergyman, both secure and well-paying professions, he convinced his father to let him work as an unpaid naturalist on the HMS Beagle. That decision changed his life and helped him pave the way for the theory of evolution. Here's a great story about Benjamin Franklin, too. He was given the choice between taking over his family's profitable candle-making business or apprenticing in a printing shop where he'd learn to compose texts. Franklin chose the latter even though it was financially risky. Why? Because the skills he would learn would serve him much better in the long run. Learning, absorbing knowledge, and skill development, these should be your focus, regardless of immediate financial rewards. The prestige and money will come later, as you build the expertise that sets you apart. So remember, when seeking that internship, first job, or next step in your career, don't just chase the dollar sign. Chase the experience. Chase the learning, because that's what's going to pay dividends in the future. Now that you're focusing on learning, there's another crucial piece to this puzzle: finding a mentor. Let's explore why having a mentor can make all the difference in your journey towards mastery. Learning new things on your own can be daunting. There's no doubt about it. You might make mistakes that could have been avoided, or spend unnecessary time searching for the best way to do something. But did you know you can bypass a lot of this with the help of a mentor? A mentor is someone who has already walked the path you're trying to take. They can guide you, help you avoid common pitfalls, and show you the most effective ways to use your time and resources. Think about it. Having a mentor is like using a map in an unfamiliar place. Wouldn't you rather have a guide than stumble around, trying to figure things out on your own? One of the best things about having a mentor is the special relationship that often develops. Because they see in you a younger version of themselves, they become invested in your success. On your side, you'll admire and respect them, paying close attention to their advice and aim to absorb as much knowledge as possible. Take Alexander the Great, for example. His mentor was none other than Aristotle, one of the greatest thinkers of his time. From him, Alexander learned about governance and leadership, lessons that he would later refine and expand upon with his own experiences. And here's the key: your mentor's wisdom is invaluable, but your ultimate goal? To surpass them. As you advance, there will come a time when you might find yourself reaching a new understanding that even your mentor doesn't possess. Don't shy away from this. It's a natural and important part of your growth. Actionable insight. Seek out someone who has achieved what you aspire to achieve and learn everything you can from them. And remember, when the time comes, be prepared to think independently and even surpass them. Becoming the best version of yourself doesn't mean staying in anyone's shadow. Okay, so you've learned the basics, you've had a mentor guide you. What's next? It's time to take bold steps and challenge the rules you've been taught. Let's find out how. During your apprenticeship or early stages of learning, you've picked up the core skills, methods, and wisdom of your field from your mentor and other experts. But here's the thing. Eventually, you can't just keep following the old rules. To truly achieve mastery, you have to break them. Remember when you were a child? Your mind was completely open. You believed anything was possible and weren't afraid to ask questions like, why is the sky blue? Or who's that in the mirror? You weren't afraid to question the world around you. This is the mindset you need to reclaim. To become a master in your field, you must revive this fearless and open mind. As adults, we quickly learn to conform, to accept norms, and to stop questioning. But innovation comes from challenging what others consider untouchable. Take the story of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. He was known not just for his incredible skill, but also for his innovative thinking. As a young man, Mozart became bored with the predictable piano repertoire of his time. So he started composing his own music, blending styles and adding elements that had never been heard before. His audiences were amazed by the freshness and originality of his creations. So here's your next big takeaway. Be bold. Be curious. Think independently. Don't get stuck in the routines of what has always been done. Look for opportunities to break the mold and make your mark. Some people may not understand it at first, but innovation often starts as an outlier before it becomes the new standard. Ready to take your thinking to the next level? In the following chapter, we'll explore how to develop creative problem-solving skills and how it can propel you further towards mastery. We've all been stuck before trying to solve a tricky problem, only to find our efforts going in circles. But don't worry. The ability to solve problems in original and creative ways isn't just some rare talent. It's something you can train and develop. The truth is, our minds often default to narrow thinking. We fall into habits, using the same approaches over and over again because they worked once. But these fixed patterns can hold us back. The first step toward unlocking creative problem solving is to broaden your mind. Stop for a moment and question how you're approaching each problem. Why are you doing it that way? Could there be a better way? Maybe a completely new approach that you haven't tried before? Let's look at the world of creativity through a fascinating study. Researchers found that after around 10,000 hours of focused practice within a field, your brain undergoes a transformation. It begins to form new connections between areas that were previously unrelated, allowing you to see problems from a unique and holistic perspective. Scientists call it the Eureka effect, named after the famous moment of sudden inspiration. Have you ever had a revelation while doing something completely unrelated, like showering or walking? It's because your mind, now trained, still works on problems even when you're not consciously focused on them. Here's an example. Albert Einstein often played the violin while working through complex scientific theories. This seemingly unrelated activity helped him think about his problems in a new way, leading to groundbreaking discoveries. So don't let anyone tell you that creative thinking is just a natural trait. It's a skill you can cultivate. Broaden your mind, question your habits, and take inspiration from unexpected sources. Over time, you'll find that your problem-solving abilities can become incredibly sharp, enabling you to tackle challenges in new and innovative ways. And when all this training and learning finally come together, well, that's when you step into true mastery. Let's see what that final stage looks like. So what is mastery exactly? It's more than just being good at something. Real mastery happens when you've practiced a skill so much that it becomes second nature. It's when your mind and body act as one and you can focus on the bigger picture. Have you ever been in a high-pressure situation where you acted on pure instinct without consciously thinking? That's a glimpse of mastery. In these moments, the technical aspects become automatic, and you're able to direct your attention to fine-tuning, optimizing, and innovating in ways that others cannot. Let's take a closer look at chess master Bobby Fischer. For Bobby, chess was more than just individual moves and strategy. He could see fields of forces on the board, visualizing the game's possible futures, thinking far ahead to see how different scenarios would play out. Another brilliant example is musician Glenn Gould. When he performed, he didn't just focus on the notes he was playing at that moment. His mind visualized the entire structure and architecture of the music, allowing him to deliver a performance that was both technically perfect and expressively profound. This is what it means to achieve mastery. It's like your entire being is synchronized, with your mind and body working together effortlessly. You see the bigger picture. You don't get lost in the details. And in this state, you are free to create, innovate, and truly excel. Interestingly, this integration of mind and body is not something foreign to us. It's deeply rooted in our biology. Just think of any animal in nature. For them, mental decisions and physical actions are instantaneous. There's no distinction. The moment a bee senses danger, it reacts and stings, as the two are one. While human beings have developed abstract thought, allowing us to analyze, second-guess, and negotiate, this separation has also hidden our innate ability to synchronize mind and body. As a master, you reconnect these two, leading to a deeper understanding and enhanced ability to perform at extraordinary levels. Now, before we wrap up, let's summarize the essential takeaways and how you can apply them to your own journey towards mastery. The Path to Mastery by Robert Greene is not some unattainable dream for a lucky few. It's a detailed process, one that's available to anyone willing to walk the path. Let's quickly recap what we've covered today. 1. The myth of talent. Natural talent alone does not determine mastery. Persistent steps chosen correctly will lead you far beyond what raw ability might suggest. 2. Finding your calling. Everyone has an inner calling, that deep sense of connection to a particular field. Trust it, pursue it, and let it guide your journey. 3. Learning over earning. Your primary goal should be learning, not immediate success or money. The knowledge you gain early on will lay the foundation for future greatness. 4. The power of a mentor. Having a mentor can greatly accelerate your journey. Learn from their experience, but always aim to surpass them in your own way. 5. Becoming an independent thinker. Once you've learned the basics, don't settle. Use your unique perspective to challenge norms and innovate in your field. 6. Creative problem solving. Train your mind not to get stuck in old ways. Cultivate creative problem-solving skills by broadening your horizons and seeking new connections. 7. What mastery really is. Mastery occurs when mind and body are fully synchronized. You see the big picture. Your skills are automatic, and you perform at unimaginable levels. Take these insights and apply them to your own life, no matter where you are in your personal path. Remember, you don't need to be born a prodigy to reach the heights of mastery. All you need is the willingness to keep growing, learning, and challenging yourself. If you enjoyed this video and want more insights on personal growth and mastery, do subscribe to our channel. Drop a comment below and share what spoke to you most about this journey towards mastery. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep pushing boundaries and strive for greatness.